All right. We are live. Let me double check. Reports coming out today. Consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Well, that already came out. Okay. No, it didn't. What am I talking about? In 40 minutes. So at the top of the hour, we'll have consumer sentiment coming out. That'll be very. You have a Fed speech at 12:30, but not from Powell, from one of the other Feds. At 4 p.m. And yeah, that's the biggest consumer sentiment preliminary report, which should be revealing. So top of the hour, look for a change. Things are moving. The Microsoft rally was quick and short. Oh yeah, I got everybody out of Microsoft, myself and my wife included, at a profit before it came back too far, because it was obvious, we were very extended already. I think that helped crush AI, the AI theme as well a little bit. We were talking about the AI thing tonight, how to use news, how to use news in your trading. All right, going to go live now. We'll talk about the markets. Great call. Which side? Both? Or just get out? Yeah. I mean, over time, that's going to seem really obvious to you. You're going to get good at that. That's just going to be very natural. If you buy into something when it's really extended, you need to be like 99% defensive on it. When you buy something on a pullback, you can let it sit for a little while. So, you'll notice that distinction over time on what you're holding, and eventually it'll be just a natural call. But thank you very much for the compliment. I don't take it. Yeah, let me take a quick look at that, by the way. Let's see, what were we talking about here? Oh yeah, Toledo. Yeah. I think I got out the previous day. Yeah. The reason why is it was very extended, and when you have very extended and then you get a gap open, that's what happened here, and then a push up and then a push down, and then you break the open to go down, that is a topping signal that usually results in a move down like that. That is like the exact pattern, So, we could have shorted it too, but we got out. I guess we should have shorted it too, because those are excellent shorts, and as you can see, they only come up once in a while. That now Nvidia is very persistent. Let's see what it's doing. Okay, we've got the gap down open, down to 215, and then back to here, and doji out. But anyway, let's go over the market. Today's Friday, typically a lower volume day on the market. What you see here is this red line is the 200 moving average, and you can see how this rally cut through that, which was fantastic. That's the first time we've done that since the bear market started on November 22nd, 2021. So we've cut through that red line finally, and we broke out of this pivot off the bottom. So that's a triple confirmed. You can almost see it's a 5 times confirmed, but a triple confirmed reversal, bottom reversal. And now with the market pulling back, this is what I predicted. Soon here we'll have a time where it starts to test that 200 and possibly hold that 200. That around that region, plus or minus some zigzagging and takeoff, skittish takeoff, is potentially going to be the best time to get into the new bull market if that's indeed what's going on. It might be a short-lived bull market. It might last only a year, year and a half. It might go sideways, whatever. That's the lowest spot potentially that you may get for a year coming in the next few weeks, depending on how, whether you're investing or trading. If you are trading, then of course we'll just take a zig out of the zigzag from there, whatever it is. So, maybe we jump out and we go to test this high, 334, on all stocks, test this previous high over here, which will present, one nice rally trade. Perhaps we're entering a year of rallies, which would be great, because we really was anemic. Last year we only had 2 rallies, but so far this year has really kicked it off with one full rally, all the way up until a couple days ago from the beginning of the year. So excelente. Now, detailed on the day, the market forecast itself. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart to get a better sense of it. So we slid all day yesterday, and then overnight, mostly in the European session, we slid more, so even more follow through. Potentially, we're going to go up to the top of Asia and Europe's double area here, because that's a really nice area of liquidity. There's several resistances up there. So that's on NASDAQ. That's 12,450 roughly. Okay, it's a region, 12,450. Before, and if you watch the QQQ, then fuck you. Pull up NASDAQ, find the number 12,450, and get off your fucking ass and pull up the right fucking ticker. And then you'll know when this thing has hit the liquidity zone, and that's where it's going to likely grab liquidity. And then, like a boat turning, it may take a little bit. It could be rapid, but it may take a little bit, with some head and shouldering, double, triple topping. The momentum might round about, and then we'll go bearish because there's no point otherwise. However, it would be an interesting sign if we drop at the open. If we drop at the open, it means we're going for a lower liquidity grab for a potential move higher. This is not always the case. Sometimes things just continue in the direction that they're going because maybe they're going for an even lower or higher liquidity grab level. But with this report coming out at the top of the hour, I think that we've got about 30 minutes of trading for a nearby liquidity grab, and then a move in the probably opposite direction. So the first 30 minutes of the market will be interesting to watch. And again, everything can, there's always exceptions. But to me, the most obviously and favored move will be a move up to 12,450 on NASDAQ, which is up above, which is near yesterday's low, kind of like filling the gap, if you will. And then moving down all day to exploit the liquidity that's been grabbed on the market at that point. All right, we got a minute and a half before the market opens. We don't really have too much on the Momo front except for Hils. We're watching a couple of others. Sequel, XPawn, KPRX could turn into a short. Carvana has crapped out, of course. But Hils long possibly still has something in it. It has some nice shape going on. Well, we'll see where that goes. So, maybe Hils, but it is Friday, and the Momo market has been pretty soft, pretty weak. So, kind of follow through we get from Hils. Approach your risking your capital with the highest degree of capital preservation and smallest size and most carefulness on a day like today. All right, we got 40 seconds, almost 30 seconds until the market opens. Let's see what transpires. Yeah, it's exactly to where I said, RJ. That is suspicious as hell. In fact, I forget if I'm already in the market. No, I'm not, but I'll go along if it starts to move up. Let's go on that. We'll sit on that thesis for a few minutes. Yep, there we go. Alerts got in my way. No, I did get a fill. Okay. Fucking way, alerts. Okay, back. Let's see what's going on Hils. Let me know, RJ, while I'm looking at this KLAC. Nope, no opportunity there. And the market is going up. We have a dark pool print to support. Okay, Hils is not really doing it yet. Sells so far, yeah. You can watch the level 2 on Hils, and it does sell off. When you start to see massive orders on the bid, that might be where to get in. Watch the level 2. And let's check our NVIDIA option. What's up there? Yeah, I am, like I said, $420 of move on the day. But, we'll need the market to top out and pull back. There goes Hils. Hils being bought up. I don't know if it's really momentum. I don't have the level 2 up. But yep, Hils on a technical analysis basis is an entry for momentum. It could crap out, so play very defensively. HPCO might move up too. Yeah, somebody just said. That is true. Or no. But it could. It's got a lot of room there. You're right. There's a good risk reward on it. But why go from $4.50 to $1.50? Go from $1.50 to $4.50. I think a lot of people have had it with HPCO. And enough percentage of them. XPON breaking down. It's almost too late for a short, but I might try to grab it if it'll let me. Let's see. I'm not sure, but that might be a Chinese stock. No, nothing available. No shares available. Hils is making some progress. I don't trust it too much though, so make sure you're taking profits. Because where's the momentum? I mean, it might be grinding up. How can you trust that? All right, let's see what the market's doing. It is up. We're looking for a return up to the top of this blue zone, red zone. Everybody out there, make sure you click the link in my bio and come join our trading group. It's free. Come on in. Hello from Singapore. Hello. Konnichiwa. No, I'm just kidding. I know. Oh, but how are you doing? All right, Hills is actually got some momentum. I don't have the level 2 up. Maybe some of you guys do, but I'm thinking it's pretty full on the bids. That's a good looking move. If AI gets up to 23, Probably add a teensy. If it gets up to 2450, 25, that area, I'll add more. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got a nice move on AI. Getting close to 23. Oh, careful there, suspended man. What did I say? Oh, okay. Good. It's night here. Oh, so cool. What time is it? It must be wow, very early or something. I don't know. 3 a.m. I'm not sure. Market's going on that liquidity run. Get the fuck out of here. These alerts. It's Friday. I'm not going to get into anything, especially at the beginning of the market on a Friday. Don't you know that, stupid machine? How about that? We're already 2/3 retraced of the dark pool print, moving up to that liquidity zone. Been an easier trade so far, huh? Nvidia's getting really close. And how is that affecting our option? Oddly enough, it still has a decent amount of value to it, but yeah, when it gets there, it will probably be break even. Okay, we are over 23 on AI, so I'm going to nibble a little bit more if it'll let me get some shares short. It did! All right, sweet. Couldn't be more elated to get more shares of AI. And if it can just pull back, I'll probably get an option on it to protect my position. Okay. DK per day. Oh, this is NVIDIA. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to A. That's much better. $15 a day to protect my position. Oh, there we go. My short on AI is now fully hedged. And I'll just keep buying into however it progresses with short shares. Probably should have got that at the market opener when it started to really push up. Good capital there. That's okay. HPCO is halted up. Yeah, look at that. All right, HPCO doing good. Hello from, what is that, Netherlands? Belgium? What flag is that? I think Netherlands is the opposite. It could be Belgium. Where are you? Which flag is that? I don't know my flags. I don't know my flags of the world, other than the fact that I've been to the Netherlands. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love Amsterdam. Been there many times. Thank goodness. The market is moving down now. Shoot. All right, I gotta cut my gains. They get back to break even, and I'm sure we still have some further move to go. But I don't need to fuck around with that. Friday. We don't need that kind of stress. SLQT moving up as well. See if I can get some short on that. I think it let me at least input the order, so that's good. XPON, it would not let me get in short. I think it's possibly that's a Chinese company. I'm not sure. I don't know everything about every ticker. Five years is just unnecessary. Encyclopedia. Okay, that was the fill on SLQT. I'm getting a big down push on AI, and so I'm just wondering, should I let my options go? I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna have to do so at like 21.9. Nice thing is, because of the Greeks, this actually works in your favor. But because of the Greeks, the option starts to soften up against you, harden. So it's exactly what you would want it to be. What else we got? We do have a lot of other AIs failing out, so that's probably what's happening. Wasn't for my shares on those calls. See. And Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia is back to 216.50. Wow. So I'm at $600 of gain on the day. $400 open profit on that Nvidia option now. Chris, I don't know if he's watching. Both in at least the Nvidia put. Anybody else? Okay, I think HBCO's out of the halt. There we go. Look at that. Talk about picking the right day to go short on Nvidia. I was like, one of these times we're going to break trend line. Nailed it. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better timing. You could have waited till today, but you'd be out of $500,000 in gains already. By sometimes risking it preemptively based on a lot of the other factors, because the market was at the top of an extended move, et cetera, can really help in your favor. All right, now it's up $650 on the day. Roughly. All right. Oops. Yeah, I got to get rid of my calls. AI is failing out. And I'm not going to chase. I'm just going to go for a market order. Red is somewhat decent. Go. And so that was $750 that I gave up there, but I gained that in the move on the way down. So it really was neither here nor there. Obviously, it would have been great to get rid of it at the top. Then I could have had $750 gain. But that's the way it goes sometimes. What I did is I froze my position, and so fine. But it would have been great if I was able to know to unfreeze it at that higher level. I didn't, I suspected, but that's okay. And that's just some of the beauty of the trading book, the trading playbook. on these shorts with hedging is that there's just so much you can do with it, and a lot of it is just so friendly. And yeah, Nvidia $700 of gain so far. I was able to pick up some more shares short though on AI. And what is HPCO doing? It halted down. Yeah. Not much of a trade left on HPCO, in my opinion. Is there a reason why AI is down? Yeah. Look at the news. Seriously, the last 2.5 days have been all about how AI is overvalued. That's mostly it. Trying, but not happening. Probably worth the risk. You built a position in this area, but with the expectation to cut it at 182. But on today, like the market, the way it's acting, I don't know if longing is necessarily the. Looks like a rotation into value. That's a defensive move. Moving out of growth stocks and into value is happening, and that's because the S&P 500 is going up more, relatively speaking, than the QQQ, than the Nasdaq. Instead of them moving in parallel, there seems to be a bigger move in the S&P 500. And what's the difference between the two? Well, Nasdaq is all growth stocks. S&P 500 has like 30 to 40% value stocks like Dollar General and Campbell's Soup and shit like that. And so SPY. And so that constitutes some rotation into defensives. So money is being moved today defensively away from growth and into defensives and into sort of a safer holding pot, kind of to wait out the pullback. Not fully de-risked into cash yet anyway, because we're seeing that uptick in the S&P 500. But the Qs are red, and well, they're slightly around similarly poised as well. But just a little bit of an extra edge into value, enough to where I could see which means that there's a bit of rotation into defensives going on. It's just, what is that worth? Why am I talking about that? As you're with me longer and longer and longer and longer, you realize we talk about the market a lot. And it just means that the pullback is, definitely real. It's more real than a myth. The fact that we're pulling back is extra confirmed by the fact that we're seeing a little bit of rotation into defensives out of growth. Because you want to be in the rallies, you want to be in growth for the rallies. I mean, unless there's a war that breaks out, you're never going to see value rally more than growth. But if a war breaks out, you probably will. A move into Campbell's Soup. But if it was really serious, you'd probably see more of a move in the futures on metals. The actual militant defense stocks as well. Yeah, Carvana short. We're in that, right? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, a little extra profit over there. Not much, but it's doing it. It's falling. It's grinding down. Yeah, Hils is completely failed out. You could have got that failed retest neckline breakdown exit at 237. Hopefully, Randy did if he got into Hils. I'm not sure. And everybody else, that's failed retest neckline breakdown. If something's not going, just get out. Remember, we had a really good class about that last night. We talked a lot about that. And remember, profit range. That will really help you psychologically and really take a lot of mental stress off of your taking of profits. Yeah, RJ says, yeah, on Hills, I just got out when it didn't continue the move. Was up a little over 10%. Oh, yeah, definitely not feeling the Momo today for sure. My energy dividend is going up. Value is going up, yes. I like growth better, but not looking good this second. Well, of course, everybody wants growth, but you have to wait until it's right time to get in. Yang on the rise. Oh, okay. World Trader, good for you, but in what? Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. So somebody's saying bad words. You should get the fuck out of here, because I'm the only one who can say that. You fuckers. Yeah. That's what RJ said, by the way. Just for the record, I did not say that. Just for the TikTok censorship board. How much is my course? $7. And it's not a course so much as it is a collection of hundreds and hundreds of video lessons on every subject. $7 a week to access them all. Do you need the link? I don't know if it'll post the link if I post it. Let me try. But uh, tries to protect you from being too productive. Socialism, woo. The Iron Fist. All right, I just posted the link. Did you guys see it over there on TikTok? Oh Jesus, no! Where did you see $200 a month? What link led you to that? That would be the old Discord. Even our new Discord isn't that much. But how did you get through to that? Where's that link coming from, Brian? When did you find that? I need to hunt that down and clean that. That's not the right link. Where was that? Hils finding some support. Double check the level 2 on Hils. This could be the bottom of the morning pullback. A months ago, so I forgot about it for a bit. Well, that's interesting, Brian. I wish I could find that, but oh, thanks. Somebody says, very informative. Your lives are great with the layout of your screens. Well, thank you. Hopefully you see that on like YouTube or in our group. But here on TikTok, for example, you're only seeing a portion of my screen. I've got a lot more going on around here. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for the thanks. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. And it's a good way to just start learning everything I can possibly help you with. especially if you like the way I teach. If we click, then it's going to be perfect. You're going to really love it. And then from there, just send me some private messages and let's get to know each other a little bit better. All right. So far, we've got a doji day, but that's probably because we're waiting for the consumer sentiment information in 5 minutes. Counting down. The Michigan Consumer Sentiment Preliminary Report and expectations and current conditions and 5-year inflation expectations and inflation expectations preliminary report coming in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. You got 20K and you've learned quite a bit watching your videos. All right, good. You're gonna I'm not gonna give it away, but you'll learn how to really keep your money and keep your gains and keep your money protected once you start watching those videos. You'll learn the secret on your own as you start those videos. But congratulations, good for you. Hils really picking up now. I think that was the bottom. I don't know if anybody got in there, but there was like a bottom around 220. Good enough for a scalp. It's now 240. Randy did get it. Randy, you didn't let us know though. Was the level 2 pretty thick on the bids down there? Which I think that's what happened. That's a nice supportive area they can keep buying into if so. And then of course if it breaks, you have no guide in life. You have nothing to know. You should not be in the trade anymore. You're gonna have to wait for another level 2 bid area to get heavy. That's why we exit when those levels break. They should not break. If there's so much interest at those levels, they should hold. If they don't hold, we don't know. We have an untested downside then. We don't know where the next stop is. So you have to get out. That's why you have to get out before that if it fails and goes in the opposite direction. But if the bid did in fact frenzy up down there at 220 when it hit, which is exactly what it looks like happened, that's an excellent sign that you can get in there, that it's the end of the sell-off, the morning sell-off. Okay, yeah. So it definitely makes sense, and that is definitely how it works. All right, we've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds until the Michigan report. Look at that, just sideways movement up into that report. Is it going to go all the way up, grab that liquidity, and then start going red on the day? Probably. Or it's right in the middle. Or is it going to go all the way down, grab some liquidity, and then go green all day? I don't know. But it's set up to do either of those. It is set up to do either of those, and I can't imagine why any institutional market maker wouldn't profit off of that setup. No, it's not a federal hearing. No, it's a bloody inquisition. It's just the consumer sentiment report. I think I'm going to guess long. So I'm going to go ahead and guess ahead of time just because and the sentiment, I understand the liquidity and the situation lines up with that we're going to go up first, grab liquidity before going down. But I could get destroyed here, so we'll see what happens. I'm okay with that. Don't have to be. You can wait and then grab it when it moves. All right, 1 minute. About to get obliterated probably. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Five seconds. There it goes. Initial move is down. $9 or $30-ish of risk going on for me. All right, now I have to reverse because we broke a key level. But it could very well turn around and move up from here. Yeah, which is doing. If that's the case, then we're just going to get trapped in a trading choppy day. So the report was better than expected and worse than expected. It's a little bit of a mix. Current conditions better than expected. Not sure why we haven't gotten the inflation information yet. We did. Where is it? It's missing. What the hell? Just erased days. I can't even see it anymore. Oh, here we go. Five-year inflation was reported at 2.9%, previously at 2.9%. Inflation didn't improve, I guess, according to this report. Remains unchanged. The forecast. Yeah. So unchanged. And it looks like the market isn't really. Well, there we go. Now I've got it back. Okay, good. Inflation expectations might be for higher inflation, actually, it says. You know, you never know how the market's going to react to these numbers. So what's more important is how the market is reacting. And it looks like, let's go take a look at some stocks. How's they're reacting to it? Nvidia is still at 215. And headed lower. So growth stocks on the drop now due to this report. I think it's due to that report. It could have started earlier. That I'm still now short on the market, and okay, there we go. It's starting to take that direction. Nothing's for certain. I'll probably exit right in this liquidity area here at 12,270, bottom of this blue line. Can depend on how it moves. Had to do a quick meeting at 9:30, but it's good to see Nvidia falling. Yes, sir. Where are we at on that? Yeah, we're up $750 on the day. $550 value of profit on the option. All right, looking good, looking good. AI dropping now as well. And I was able to pick up more on that. And SLQT, I'm also short that. Carvana, it's holding. That's typical of these shitty stocks. You can't push them down. You can't hit them with a sledgehammer, even when the market's, bleeding out. These shitty stocks just have a way of being stupid like that. They're like donkeys, these shitty stocks. Or I don't know, not to say anything bad about donkeys on TikTok. I love donkeys, as a matter of fact. Miniature donkeys are so cute. Okay, we got through that. But yeah, these things can act like such animals sometimes. HPCO with a big pop, not too big, but a pop just a moment ago from $1.90 potential risk base area to 210. I would have gotten about 50% out there, if not all out. That's just a nice scalp on a stock that's playing bullshit games. My wife Wayne's a little goat. Wait, what? We love them. Yeah, yeah. If it wasn't for the donkeys. And the market coming back up now. Now, depending on which pivots it breaks here. Yeah, there it is. I dare reverse again. Got a little bit of a double topping action going on. Why is Nvidia down? It's the end of a big run. Yeah, unsustainable. This market the way it is. Okay, I'm going to take risk off the table there for a $10 loss on my short. That's fine. Remember, it's an area, not an exact price like we were talking about last night. Hils failing out again. Now, please watch the level 2. Anybody who's watching the level 2 on Hils, pay attention to how it acts at 2, whatever it was, 217 or whatever. Seems to be a potential area there where it gets flooded with bids. And in that exact moment, boom, you could get in for a great price. But if it doesn't happen this next test, just let it drop. Don't be in it, obviously. We're talking about getting in, But as you can see, it didn't move much except to like equilibrium. It only moved to like halfway through the region. Failing stocks. All right, let's see if I can short that fucker. Hils, none to borrow. Yes, it's true. It's like where we bring up the Milli Vanilli. I would totally have like all this shit on a DJable thing if all these different platforms weren't such dick asses about copyright infringement this, copyright infringement that. And I'm a composer, so I understand about using people's music without authorization. But the thing is, like on YouTube, if you use somebody else's music, they get paid. You don't have to be a dick about the stream. I mean, what if it's a wedding or something and they're playing your favorite song and YouTube will take down that video because, I mean, it's fair use. It's, just a lot of these policies are draconian. Right, pretty much holding this level. NVIDIA looking outstanding now. $822 move on the day. Is Chris still in here? Yeah, he is. All right, good. So, Chris, did you get the option? This is like, when was the last time you got an option? I think I have to give you a little bit of a congratulations, and I'm very proud of you moment. And it ain't over yet. It could go all the way back up, and you could lose all your profits on Monday. So. I don't blame you or anybody for taking profits if the NVIDIA seems to bottom out today. Profits are profits. You can always get back in at the end of the day or when it cracks down further. There's no shame in taking profits. Nice. Well, be careful with that, Chris, okay? That's how people blow up their accounts when they start trading options. You're much better off getting a futures account at Tradeovate, putting $1,000 in there, and then you can trade options much easier on the market. You can play the market much easier because it's just a buy sell button and it's the exact same returns, same amount of risk, same cost every time, $100 per option. But they're not options, they're called futures contracts. It's the exact same fucking thing. It's the same kind of thing. So, but it's much easier. It's rock hard, solid delta. You don't lose any spread, bid and ask spread. You're not dealing with any Greeks. Nothing's getting fucked up. It's much better, more profitable, less lossy to trade futures if you're going to trade the market. And you should just go ahead and open a Trade account, because even for free, you can paper trade those futures. You can paper trade the market. So if you enjoy trading the market and you're trying to make catch moves and stuff on the market, that's a great place to paper trade and practice. And if you want to have a real time feed, it's like $4 a month or $12 a month, which is fine. I mean, it's like for whatever $12 a month for a year of at $150 for a year. If you did that for a year, paper trading the market, I mean, for $150, what an education you'd have for very low cost. So, all right, we're making a move in the market up, and I probably shouldn't get in while it's so extended. But I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute. Maybe we'll go up to the top of the market here and make a new high. And wow, and in fact, NVIDIA with a huge reclaim. Back to 216 only from 214. Okay, as a matter of fact, it looks like this liquidity grab is happening. I went long in there. Likely just going to touch the top there, and that's where I'll get out. And if not, I'll get out at break even. Okay, there it is. There it is. And I think we just touched the top. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out right there on strength. And even if it goes more, that's it. I made a good trade, and it made up for a bad trade earlier. So SWIP swap. Is there a like thing that kids say SWIP swap? I don't know. But all right, here we are. We did 45 minutes of market open trading on a low volume, pretty much dead Friday. So let's move back into the group. We have all these trading setup channels that we have set up now, and I'm going to continue to set up more. It's going to be very cool. We're going to have a trading setup section, and you can get good at one of those setups, and you should just live in that channel. And that's the way it should be. You should master one setup, maybe two, maybe three or four tops. And so you live in those channels, you'll find what are your favorites. And there we go. We have a bunch of those now. We have the momentum, the big shorts, the pre-pump, the ramp up, the supernova, the cliff dive, the dip buy, the bounce, the long kiss goodnight. And we'll have more in there, like morning panic and lots more. I'll be putting lots of more in there. Yeah, and probably the swing trade type of things too. Super stocking, value investing can make its way in there as well. So people who want to focus on a particular thing can become experts and masters at that particular thing. Right on, right on. All right, so that's where we're going to go right now. Everybody out there watching the streams, click the link in our bio, in my profile, in the description or whatever, and then come on over and join us in those channels. Click the link. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Have a nice weekend. All right. If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and have a good weekend.